Welcome back, everybody, to another Built for More YouTube video. My name is Timo.
And I'm Ashley. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow.
Yes, we're going to be providing tons of insight, tons of value on this channel, AIP, TikTok Shop. We're going to be doing a lot more interviews this year. We have some great guests lined up these next couple weeks. So very excited to have these people on. But thank you guys for taking the time to sit here and learn something new. Make sure you subscribe and like this video if you find it helpful. Also, be sure to comment if you do enjoy this video. So Ashley, how you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah,
What you
it's
been up
going to be a
to?
little bit of a short one today,
Oh, that's right. I gotta go pick up your kids, huh?
but jam-packed with information.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tons of good info. We're gonna be discussing the 5 things we would have done we would do differently if we started the Amazon influencer program today. So we compacted it. We never really down to 5. There's like a lot more, but we thought about we sat down the 5 different things we would change or we would tweak or do differently if we started the program now, right? This is obviously like we've been in the program now for a couple of years now. Ashley has been doing it little longer than I have. But these are things that, if we sit down and we look back, like, you know what, these are some things that we would have maybe changed or done differently if we started. Let's get right into it. So, what do you got for us, Ashley?
Yeah, I honestly think about this a lot. Like, if I could just go back in time knowing what I know now, I would do so many things different. Like, I would be at the top. But anyways, so I know that there's probably a lot of beginners that are watching this. So if you're an OG, then I don't think that this is going to interest you. But when I first got into the program, I did not get a course or anything like that. I was completely self-taught when it came to this program. And I knew that I needed to upload 3 videos for Amazon to review. What I didn't know was that you could only upload 3 to review, because if you upload more, then all of those different uploads are going to go through a review process, and it gives you more of a chance to get denied for something like a medical claim or a barcode in the background, whatever. I didn't know that. And I did know that there was going to be a wait period and I would get a congratulations banner, right? And that's when I would start to earn commissions. But what I did was I uploaded 3 videos and then I just kept going. And I uploaded over 100 videos. I don't remember exactly how much, but I know it was over 100 videos. I ended up getting approved. I was very lucky, but I could have so easily gotten denied, especially because a lot of those videos that I did were supplements. So that's pretty insane. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you are trying to get into this program, just upload your 3 videos and then you wait for that congratulations banner. You just keep refreshing that manage videos section until you see it. Then you can go on. But the cool thing about it was when I was able to make commissions, I was making a lot of commissions
That's
because
when
of
the
all
program was
the videos
good.
up there.
That's when the program was good before all the saturation.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, really quick, just I'll touch on. I have some insight for that as well, or something I want to mention. But since I started, my on-site numbers have been doing this with more videos.
Mm,
And the only thing that has been saving everybody if you do on-site videos is creator connections, right? I mean, that's when you started, that's when everything was good. And there's some people, OGs in here that understand and know what I'm talking about, right? Because it was good. It's when you were making like a lot of money just from on-site. There was no creator connections, right?
right.
But I do get that question a lot. I've helped numerous people into the program, and they asked me, "Hey, should I just start, uploading? Like I'm ready to go." You have to wait, and you have to wait till you see that upload your 3 videos, wait to get approved for on-site commissions, and then start uploading. Right? What some people do is they'll upload the 3 videos, and then they'll just get to work. Right? If they're determined, even if they get denied, but they're determined they're gonna get approved one way or the other, um, they'll just start recording videos, kind of get the reps in, and start learning the whole process. But yeah, if you're new or you're listening or you're looking to get into the program, um, just upload your 3 videos and just wait. Once you're approved, then just kind of go dive in head first, go
Yeah,
all in.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Cool.
So the other thing that I would do is I would do Airbnbs right away. And I
That's number
know
two.
that
Number two. That's
yeah,
number two,
number
right?
2.
Okay,
Yeah,
number
oh,
two.
yeah, I'm sorry, were we not moving on yet?
No, yeah, 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 number two.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah. So, I
numbers.
would
Yeah.
start doing Airbnbs right away. Like, it's such a good way for me to do Airbnbs changed the game for me because I was doing so well with the program, and then I had stuff happen, like the music changes. I took an 80% decrease in pay. That hurt me so bad. There was another thing that I was doing where I was accepting a lot of products for free, and both of those things just hurt my account. With accepting products, everything was going, like my video count was going up, but my commissions were going down. Anyways, the music change, all of it just came to a halt. And Airbnbs is the only thing that fixed that for me, and it fixed it. I wouldn't say it fixed it very quickly. I had to do a ton of them before I saw the return on it. But once it started snowballing, then it just kept going up and up and up. And I think that the important thing, I know that Airbnbs get a lot of shade, and not everybody likes that way of doing things, but if you are in a situation like I was in, it's something that could be super helpful in making your commissions go up because you're getting access to a lot of high ticket products like bed frames, lighting, the exhaust that goes, is it an exhaust? It goes over your stove, things like that, right? That
The
I
range
don't
hood.
have. Huh?
The range hood.
Oh, yeah, the range hood, thank you so much. All of these things that I don't actually have access to in my house, and I'm able to get that. Another thing that I've noticed with Airbnb products is they may not always be bestsellers, but they have open spots in the carousel and they're high
True.
ticket. So
That's
it
true.
actually works out a lot better for me because sometimes bestsellers aren't always the best option because they're already completely saturated and there's no telling whether you're going to get into that carousel. But, most times with my Airbnb products, I get right into that carousel because they're not popular, but it still does have sales every single month. Yeah. Um,
All you need is a couple products to hit, to really hit,
right. Right.
right? And, like,
And not
now
every product hits for me at an Airbnb. If
no,
I
it's
do
they're
one
not.
Airbnb and get like 70 to 80 products, only 6 or 7 actually hit. But 6 or
Right,
7 products hitting makes a huge difference in my commissions. And it's less likely that it's less likely that other Amazon influencers are going to be strategically buying these products because they're too expensive. So
correct.
it's
That's
another reason.
another I know I don't wanna get off topic here, but that's another advantage that this method has, is that if you're looking to grow your on-site commissions, right? This is just like strictly for on-site and career connections. Is right now there's this talk about product research, and you go in the groups on product research, look at data, Keepa, all this stuff, right? But realistically speaking, how many shower doors people going to buy? You know,
Right.
how many saunas are people going to buy? Right? If a product at this price range has opportunity, I could guarantee you right now, I'm not installing a range hood, right? Just because it has opportunity, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to buy it. So
Mhm.
what's the easiest way to get access to some of these products, right? Is by renting an Airbnb and just going through reviews. Now it does take some initial investment. We'll say that, right? So obviously, I would say if you're serious about growing, if you're just starting out and you're serious about growing your Amazon influencer storefront, right? It does take some investment, right? Different ways you can do this. You can negotiate with the owner, maybe bring the price down. Maybe you're going on a trip somewhere and you can strategically like book the Airbnb since you're going on a trip already, right? You can use your phone, like we do the Amazon Lens, scan products. You can zoom in, look for specific products, right? I know that's one of the things that I do now is I look at like I don't even care what's in the drawers, pots and pans, fridge. I don't care nothing about. I look at specific products that I have not done to have opportunity, and we'll get into like what this opportunity looks like. But it's one of the things I started doing, right? And like Ashley mentioned, it does get some shade, right? Because a lot of people in this space, right? They they're all about okay, quality, quality. I want people to know me for the quality of the product. For one, the people don't care about you, right? The customers don't care about you. They care about does a product solve a problem for them, or do you answer the questions that they might have for this product? Sometimes they just want to see what this product looks like in a home setting. They want to see visually, right? How it looks displayed. Like, how does the TV stand look? Some of the compartments, right? How does the range hood work, right? Is it loud? Stuff like that. Um, so going back to your point, I think this is a good method that you can incorporate in the beginning if you are doing, but it does take some investment. Or like I mentioned, if you're going on a trip, you could just pick out your Airbnb a little bit more strategically, would you say?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, by scanning some of the stuff. So yeah, it's what I started doing in the beginning. And till this day, this has the money I invested into Airbnbs has been the best investment I make. A lot of those products are my best sellers. So even if I did them 2 years ago, they're still
oh,
moving right along for me. So I'm not mad at that.
Timo saved my storefront with the
Well, you did
air.
the work. I shared the tip, but you did the
Yeah,
work. So
it's
I
just
mean,
it's something
you gotta
that
give
I
yourself
wouldn't have come up with on my own, so
give
it
yourself
was
credit for it.
brilliant. Yeah,
And people won't do it.
right.
Here's the advantage, right? We're lucky we live in a metro area where we have a lot of Airbnbs around us. So I live like 40 minutes from Los Angeles, about 40 minutes from Orange County. So not only do I have Airbnbs here where I live, options, I can go to like drive 40 minute or an hour into the desert, Palm Springs area. I could drive 40 minutes to Los Angeles, Orange County, the beach cities, San Diego if I really want to go that far. But not a lot of people have that advantage because they live maybe like in more of a remote area. And Airbnbs might be a challenge for them, right? Because they're just not easily accessible. But yeah, I mean it's another way to get an advantage. I think to get if you're trying to grow your on-site and career connections for sure.
For sure, for sure. Moving on to number 3?
Hold up, you mentioned something about I kind of want to touch on this. You mentioned something about free samples.
Yes,
Was it free sample hell?
it was, yeah, because, it was a it was a bleh. It was a Chinese, it was the it's like a Chinese organization. They're like an agency. So they work with a ton of different sellers. And they started to get, because I'm like a mom of 3 kids, and they just kept sending stuff. And I was at a point where I was saying, no, I can't take that. And then they'd be like, please, 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 like being very forceful with me. And then even if my absolute answer was no, the darn package would show up at my door. And I was finding myself like just working really hard to make these videos, and I would just see my commissions going down, and there's all of this new product coming in. And so when I would go back and look at everything, especially when the extensions came out like oink, right? That's when I really noticed the majority of all of those products that I did, those sellers aren't even on there anymore, so I wasn't even linked to anything. A good thing for the extensions though, because I was able to link it to a different seller with the exact same product, and that was good. But yeah, the products weren't making me any money.
I made that same mistake too. I think in the really quick, so don't want to get too off topic, but we could talk about so many topics. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Hmm.
It's fun to get free stuff, right? We all go through that little phase where like, oh, it's free, everything's free, right? It's free. But what I found is a lot of those items that I reviewed that were for free, that I did no research on, they're it's like they're like dead videos.
Yes.
Like there's no other product I can tag, so I just delete it, right? Uh Carousels are saturated. Um the videos I made weren't the best quality because I was getting so much stuff. I was just like, let's just make videos and get them up. But till this day, out of like maybe 1,000 free items that I did like last year, like in the beginning of last year, maybe a handful are making some kind of money.
Yeah.
So, you
Same.
know, free sample hell can be fun because you're getting free stuff, but you have to be very careful as far like with your time because it can turn into like this hell, right? Free sample
It was
hell
super detrimental
where
to
you're
me
stuck,
and
you
my
have to do all these
storefront.
videos and these videos are not gonna make you any money. Now, if you have a plan in place to resell these products some way, then that's a little different. Because some people do get them for free, whether they make a money or not, it's fine, but they're gonna sell the product. And they could generate some kind of money like that, right? That's a little different, but if you're just requesting stuff just to request it, you have to be very careful. It's fun, it's nice to get free stuff, but if you're in this business to make money, then you really have to really think hard into what you're requesting. So,
For sure.
what you got, Ash? Number 3.
Yeah, so number 3 is I would, strategically purchase everything that I needed, okay? When I first started, I don't think that I would be, like, strategically purchasing just for the purpose of a review to make money off of it, but anything that I needed would have been a great start for me because in the beginning, I didn't have a ton of money that I could throw around anyways, right? But if I'm already getting a supplement or, I need a new shampoo, I could just, do the product research. I can check to see, is there a top carousel? Is there a bottom carousel? Are they full? Is this a product that's being returned a lot? Does this product have good reviews? And just something in the same category, like oil of oregano, right? That's something that I like to take every now and then, and especially back then because my ulcerative colitis was out of control, and that was something that helped. But there's like 50 different oil of oreganos, and they're all the same thing. So I could
No,
have
they're
just
not.
strategically,
Micro ingredients is my shit.
well, Designs for Health is mine. I really
Okay.
like that
Well, that's
brand.
we'll
So
make a
I don't know if that was a good example.
I only say it because I made money on that on TikTok. Micro ingredients, the whole oregano bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but anyway, I don't mean to cut you off, but
But yeah, or like
right.
shampoo, right? I'm looking for something with no parabens, whatever. Like, there's a ton of different shampoos with that. So I could have chosen something strategically instead of getting the same exact thing every single time.
Unless you really want that because you really love a brand and you get it. But I think that goes hand in hand with understanding the basics of this program, right? I think in the beginning, even I was guilty of this, where I didn't really understand the basics and what makes money in this program, right? Is the product selling, right? One of the ways that to do this without any extensions, Oink or any of the other ones, um, is it'll say on the listing, it'll say sold X amount of 500 times in the last month, 1,000 times in the last month. Does the product have reviews, right? Are customers reviewing this product? If you do a simple search on the search bar for a keyword, is that one popping up? So that's how you kind of know a product is selling well. But yeah, I think if you want to buy like a protein powder, just because you need to buy some protein powder, and you're open to trying a different brand, just to kind of see if you can do some kind of test buy to see if you can generate some money from that. Then yeah, I think that's a good tip rather than just buying stuff that I mean you need, but you're not really doing any research on. I think opting for another brand or product that you for a variation of what you need um, that can potentially make you some money. I think that's good. I think that's a good tip for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you're gonna buy it anyways. Like you need shampoo anyways, right?
yeah. You need it. Or like kids' toys, right? Those little reusable water balloons. There's so
But yeah,
many
that's right.
from different sellers, but I was just repurchasing the same one, which didn't make any sense. I should have
Now
experimented
do the
with that.
extension does I'm not sure. I could probably revisit this, but I don't know if the extensions like Fluencer Fruit
Mhm.
or About Review show on the free version show how many influencers are on the carousels. Because they have like the number. Oh, there's
Yeah,
like I'm not sure if that's even though that number's not accurate, but it's a good, like, starting point to know at
for
least.
sure.
I'm not sure, I have to check if the free version does that.
Okay. I only have the paid.
I'm team Oink. Team Oink only. That's all you
Yeah,
need. Oink can keep us combination powerful.
yeah. So number 4 is I would stop just chasing viral products. And this is what happened, right? I was
Like
scrolling
bestsellers?
Yeah. So I was scrolling TikTok and I found these facial patches, and I'm very self-conscious about these two wrinkles over here because they make me look angry all the time, right? And they were claiming on TikTok that this is, it's Botox in a patch, and you don't need to get Botox. You just put these on your face every night and your wrinkles will go away. So it was a super viral video. In fact, all of her videos were viral. I ended up getting it and I was like, what the heck, I'm going to make a video on this. Well, that video ended up making me like over 4,000, almost $5,000 on that one video. And even though the Amazon carousel was completely full, Amazon chose to put my video in the top carousel. So from there, that was my new strategy. I'm just going to find all of the viral products on TikTok and I'm going to get them, make videos and put them over onto Amazon. It didn't work with any of the other products and I did spend a lot of time doing that. And so I think it's important to know that sometimes you can get really lucky. And you can kick people out of the carousel if your video is good enough. My video was really good. I did a 30-day like before and after. So everybody wanted to see that and it was super raw and real. It was a good video. But it's not something that ever worked for me like that ever again. And I kept trying to chase that, you know? And I
So you did
think
that
that
in the beginning.
yes, yeah, it was sort of like it was still in 2023, but it was I had been in the program for maybe 5 months when I got a hold of those
Oh,
patches.
okay.
Yeah, completely changed the game for me. I was just like so excited. I was selling so many of those things every single day and for a long time. But yeah, then I just kept trying to find the next product that would do that. And really, I think I just needed to look for products that were selling, but not as popular, not like viral popular products.
In the beginning, that's what.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes you'll be surprised though, because I would make a video like Face's video
Hmm.
with the voiceover, and that product performs better than. Well, I would think it performs better, but it generates me commissions, even though it's like not as like the quality is not as good as maybe like the type of video
Hmm.
detail, like maybe a comparison, um, as some of the other ones on the carousel. So I mean, sometimes you get lucky, right?
Yeah.
Like you'll upload a video and it could be 200 people on there and you're still making money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Sometimes you get really lucky. And
sometimes you
I'm
get
noticing this with comparison videos. Okay. So the last video that we did, it was about like the comparison videos. And I decided that I want to try
talking about
doing that. Hmm?
the interview we did.
Yeah.
Oh, with Ben.
Yeah. And I
Shout out to
decided
Ben. Yeah.
I want to try doing that. Right. So I did two of them on that same day. It was after we did that video. And both of them super, super saturated products, okay? It was 2 different reading lights and 2 different phone cases, and these products have been on Amazon for, like, years. So just so saturated, but both of those videos are performing very well, and I'm selling the reading lights and the phone cases, and I don't
Interesting.
know if that has to deal with the fact that it's comparison. Had I only tagged one of the products and just talked about the one, I don't think I would have ever made it on the carousel, really. I think
Interesting.
that people wanna know which one they should get,
I
which
am
one.
seeing that. I am seeing that because I did do some. I don't want to say research, but I was kind of go through some of these carousels that I'm on,
Mhm,
and I am seeing that um, comparison videos tend to be on the upper carousel because I'm able to see like with viral view, you can see like all the videos that are uploaded. The comparison ones tend to, and it don't gotta be nothing crazy. Just you take the product, take another product, and then just compare the two.
yeah, and it's
So
not like the views on those videos are viral or anything. It doesn't have, like, a ton of views, but the people that are viewing it are making their buying purchase off of those
interesting,
videos. So
interesting.
that's
Yeah,
really
I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. Sometimes like I ask myself really quick to go from like 1 to 5K, right? There's certain things you have to do, right? Implement
mhm,
like more videos of stuff that's selling. But to go from like for me, like this month, I should hit around like 14K ish, right? On site in CC. For me, it's like, okay, I have my eyes set on 20 grand a month. That's the next level for me. 20 grand a month doing on-site. So instead of like trying to focus on like, okay, let me get new videos up, I'm still gonna do it. Well, how about maybe taking some of the stuff I already have and then, or maybe like niche specific, like Ben was saying on the interview, specific niche category, and then take some of those products and just do comparison videos I think might perform better.
Mhm.
So also like fixing my unavailable videos. I learned that from Nikki because we have a lot of videos, so we have a lot of unavailable videos show up. So working on these, well, my V does it, but working on this every day is like it's like you have a brand new video up. So yeah. Anyways, I didn't mean to get off topic there, but to your point, I think sometimes even switching up the type of content already, taking what you already have and just tweaking it could take you maybe to like that next level.
Yeah.
Maybe it could take you from like couple grand a month to like 5, 6 grand a month.
Yeah.
Upload videos, but incorporate that different style video.
And fixing those unavailable videos is just like uploading a brand new video. If you think about it, it goes through the review process again. I noticed such a jump in my commissions when my VA does it. So it's good. Fixing those unavailable is important.
It must be nice to have a VA do
So
everything for you. Huh? All right. What's the last one?
um
Number 5.
yeah, so I would actually focus more on volume over quality earlier. And some people might not like this, but I there's a reason for this with me. Remember circling back to when we were talking about sample hell and all of those samples coming to my door and I was putting so much work into each one of those videos. I wasn't getting I could have been getting more videos up. And not all of that work that I was putting into those samples, it didn't matter anyways because they weren't making sales. It wasn't making me money. So it was just all of this work that I was putting in to make like commercial style videos and just make sure that I talk about every single product detail and then turning it into, adding music into it and showing it all demonstration. Everything was a demonstration, even when it was a product that didn't really need demonstration. So I wish that I didn't do that. I wish that I was just putting a ton more volume out there and just getting straight to the point with the products and then moving on to the next one. That's what I wish I did. And I think that that would have really moved the needle for me
So
instead
does
of
quality matter in this program?
quality definitely matters. But if I'm working on volume as a beginner, my quality is going to naturally get better as I go on. You know,
Because you're getting the
I
reps
kind of
in, the
started,
repetition.
like, acting like I was, like, the best content creator in the world, and all it did was stress me out and not make me any money.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I think when we talk about like like volume versus quality, I think for AIP specific videos, for AIP specific, I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm not talking about TikTok, I'm talking about Amazon influencer specific. I think there should be a baseline for quality. Back to the basics. Audio, lighting, demonstrating the product, right? Hitting those uh what problem is it solving for the customer, right? They're watching a video, what's this mouse? Why is this mouse going to be better than whatever other mouse, right? This is a silent mouse. Well, if your son's sleeping and you're clicking all day and you're working, it's not going to wake him up because it's a silent mouse. But I think when we talk about quality, at least how I would define that is just have a baseline, going back to your basics, audio, lighting, demonstrating the product, right? I think if you hit those points, answers a couple of the questions that customers may have, I think that's enough. Now, if you want to take it a little step further, you want to do the more detailed video, um, you want to do the comparison videos, you could definitely do that. But I think in the beginning, just have that baseline for quality. But I really think also, and I agree with you, that quantity is going to be the way to go because you're going to get your reps in, you're going to understand the whole process a little bit better, like the whole recording, uploading, tagging, right? Um, so I think quantity is definitely quantity over quality in the beginning for sure.
Yeah, because you wanna be able to make that money, and then you can take the money that you're making and reinvest it into the program, and then you can start working on your quality. You know, doing your comparison videos, doing your demonstration videos, just adding value and answering the questions that people have about the product. I think that that's important, but definitely you
Yeah,
have to get your ball rolling.
for AIP videos,
Yeah,
for YouTube
and I
info.
like to start with a problem and how this product is the solution to my problem. I've been doing it that way for 3 years, and I do feel that as long as I stick to that, that's always worked out very well for me when it comes to converting. As long as the product is a product that can be converted and not from a seller that's gonna drop out a month later.
Right.
Yeah.
So, um, obviously, there's a lot more things that we would do, right? But these are probably some of the most important things that we would do slightly different. I would say also really quick, if you are serious about you're just starting and you are serious about building this program to like full-time income, I really do think that OINK, the extension is valuable because you're gonna learn how to use it. You're gonna learn the program, the ins and outs. When you are, you know, uploading videos, making products, right, the basic stuff. But you couple that with OINK, that's just gonna take you to that next level, right? Because it's gonna help you with the career connection cross checks, the today's fetch. So it's gonna pay for itself, but um, you really have to take this if you really do want to grow this, right? If I'm starting today, I'm serious about it. I really want to get the ball rolling, and I have my eyes set on the prize. Then I think having an extension like OINK from the beginning, off the rip, as we say, is I think it's valuable.
And
Oh,
Rob, the creator of the extension,
yeah.
he takes such good care of you. He has a tutorial for literally everything and any kind of new update he makes, he'll have a tutorial and he's just there for you. If you have any questions, he's a great person to learn from.
Yeah, because I get that question. Should I get OINK? I just started. If you're serious and you're serious about this, just get it. Make
Just
the
get it.
investment. It's
You're
gonna be
in
worth
good hands with it.
it for sure. But you have to
Yeah,
be serious about it from the beginning because
yeah.
it's in the beginning. It's a big learning curve with everything. The last one we're got about a couple
We
minutes
we
left.
already did the last one, but you have a bonus for everyone,
What's the bonus?
the VA.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah. So really quick because we're running short on time here.
Yeah, super.
If you're if you got to a point in your business, right, let's say you're making a couple grand a month, and you still want to grow it. At some point, you have to ask yourself this question: is this still going to be a side hustle for me? Right? Maybe you're working full time and you're doing this on the side. Maybe you're a stay home parent. To get from that couple $1,000s a month to the 5 figures to the 20 grand a month, it's impossible for you to do it all. Like if I didn't have a virtual assistant, I might hire another one here real soon. Is my time and energy will be spent filming videos and sitting in front of the computer, tagging products, doing the checks, excuse me, doing the cross checks, um, uploading videos, just everything that comes with doing Amazon Influence Program, right? So I think if you really want to free up some of your time, teaching others, teaching someone else your expertise, like your skills that you've learned, show them how to do this to the T. That way you can delegate certain tasks and open up a lot more free time for you, right? This is why like I only work like 2 hours a day, maybe less. Like today I probably won't do nothing. I'll probably just chill and upload this video, right? But um I think to get to that next level, if you're doing everything yourself, you have to really think about delegating tasks. Hire a family member, hire a VA, right? In another country, um, Philippines. Teach them how to do this. They can handle it. And obviously you oversee everything, but it's gonna free up so much more of your time. So you can work on other things. Like me, I started TikTok shop again today. I'm excited. But it's because I delegated a lot of the Amazon influencer stuff to my virtual assistant. So anything you
Congrats.
want to add up? Huh?
Congrats on starting up
Not
the
yet.
whole
I
business.
have to make money first.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited though. I'm ready to hit those Alexa 100K Alexa 117,000 dollar a month.
117K a month. Yeah.
A month. At that
Yeah.
point, YouTube, like I don't care about that. If I could make 15, 20 grand a month from TikTok Shop, at that point it's like, okay, now I got now I got another stream of income coming in from that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
anyways, anything you want to
Yeah,
add before we go?
I can honestly say that I love my VA. I am literally in love with my VA. She makes my life a lot easier. I feel safe with her. I feel like my storefront is safe in her hands, and I do recommend that to anybody who feels like they're stretched too thin.
So if you guys need help hiring a VA, message me or just leave a comment and I'll direct you and kind of guide you through the whole hiring process. Not the whole process, but I'll kind of give you an idea of how that looks like. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure comment, like, subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you guys.